start off then, Coach, with just kind of your thoughts on the weekend and your team.
Yeah, I think obviously we're very excited to be here. Beautiful ballpark, as we know, and we were here last year, and I think the guys got a little bit of a feel for Brate and what to expect. So I think that's a good thing, and proud of the way that we've responded all year long in big moments, and so I'm excited to get an opportunity to do it again. Absolutely.
Do you, as you brought him in here today, you feel like there's a different air about the team than when you went to Tucson last year?
I think it's just more experience. Yeah, I think that's part of it. When you get in this type of environment and you've been there before, I do hope that it slows down our heart rate a little bit. And hey, we've been here, we've done this, and we've competed against the best in the country all year. And so I do feel like getting to that regional last year was a huge step in our program, and we really believe that the design is going to continue to build. And so hopefully this is two of a lot more. But I feel like getting to that regional last year was just kind of a first-time experience. I do feel like guys are going to say we've been here before, we've done this, and we're ready to go. What have you learned about Arkansas the past couple of days as you studied them more? Yeah, they're very balanced. They can, they got physicality. You look at big boys in the SEC, you're expecting it, and we've played them in the past, and so I think that's a plus as well. We've played them at their ballpark, and so we played in that big environment, and so I think playing them prior I think is a good thing. That's kind of been the design as well, is to play all these top 10 teams in the country in the non-conference, and so we've always expected it to be in a regional, and we knew that that's who we'd be playing when we got to a regional. And so I think we know they're good. They've always been good. They're great, and we saw on the board 33 regional appearances. That's a tip to the hat to Coach Van Horn and his program and what he's been able to build there. So we know that that's a big challenge, but we feel like we're ready for it.
Nick, what has this whole experience meant to you after Monday, not knowing that this was even all possible?
Yeah, I mean, it's been exciting. Obviously, it's been a little bit of a roller coaster of emotions, but I think the cool thing about this team all year is we've had the utmost confidence. We never stray away from that. We're confident in ourselves and our team, and moving forward through this thing, I think obviously there's a little bit of a buzz, a little bit of excitement, but it's special. It's special to be here, but we've been here before, like Stank said. I mean, we're not afraid of anything. We're going to get after it, and we're going to play Canyon baseball.
Was there a series or a game this year where you thought this team has it, it's a different quality about it to compete at this level?
Yeah, I mean, we took 2 from Texas Tech. Obviously, those were a couple big wins for us. I think, it doesn't really matter who we're playing. We're going to play our baseball. Obviously, it's a great team, and we're excited to play them and beat them. And I think that was a little bit of a turning point for us as we move forward, especially playing these bigger teams with bigger names. Just confidence for us, especially as we move forward into this little tournament here. Just playing those teams and getting experience as we go along.
Juan, how much do you relish this after not being able to be part of it last year in Tucson?
It's huge. I'm just enjoying it and trying to put good performance and represent this program well. As Coach Stank said, we're playing great ball clubs, but we're also very good. So we don't fear nobody, and we're just ready to play our brand of baseball and have fun while we do it.
Do you think you guys are more motivated to disprove last weekend or last year as far as
I'll go with both. Last weekend that wasn't us, and we're for sure we deserve to be here. We deserve to be here, so we're just ready to, play baseball and show everybody what we got.
Sorry, we were locked out. But, hey, I'm Bob Hope, the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. I was wondering if you could tell us who your starting pitcher is going to be.
Yeah, we'll start Daniel Avitia tomorrow, right-handed freshman.
He's obviously, I know he's the pitcher of the year in your league. What would you say about him?
Well, he's aggressive. He's always been very aggressive on the mound. He's one of those young men that he attacks the strike zone, and it's one of those. Got a great fastball, changeup, and a slider, and he's he'll use any of them at any count. And I think the thing that we like about Daniel is if those strikes, defense is ready to play behind him, right? They know he's going to pound the zone. It's a quicker paced game, I think, is what I know a lot of our guys on defense enjoy, right? And so, but more than anything else, he's a young man that comes from a great family. His older brother played in our program, and so he's kind of grown up. Basically lives a mile down the road, and so he's grown up watching a lot of his older brother play in our program. I think he's excited to take the ball here tomorrow afternoon.
As a freshman, has he surprised you? Did you expect him to be this good, this fast?
Well, we knew he was good coming out of high school because the high school he plays at played a lot of the bigger high schools in the Phoenix Valley area, and so he's always pitched in big games because the high school he goes to is typically the underdog when he plays those opponents in high school baseball, and so I think he's used to this. I think he relishes this type of opportunity to get on a mound, and I think more than anything else, like Juan said, just be one of the guys, man. He wants to help our team have success more than anything else. It's not about him. It's never about him. It's always about wanting to perform well for his teammates.
And Arkansas says that they're starting Connor Nolan. He's had a pretty good year overall, but hadn't pitched as well lately. What have you seen from him? What are you expecting from him?
Well, he's good. I mean, he's their guy, and I think this type of environment sometimes he may not have been as good as early, but he's a big time performer. We know that, and so we expect him to be on top of his game and pitch his game. We really believe that we want a close game. We want to be able to play really good defense, and so hopefully we've been more successful when we've been able to scratch out some ones early. Two. We don't anticipate a lot of runs. I mean, when you face a team like this that plays defense, and I think their fielding percentage is .981, which is almost unheard of in college baseball. So we know that there's no freebies. We're not going to get any freebies tomorrow. We're going to have to move the ball around and move runners, advance runners. When we get an opportunity to get a runner in, sack fly, possibly that type of stuff. We don't anticipate being able to put too much together as far as runs. I mean, it would be great. We'd love to do that, but we know that that's probably not going to be the type of game we're going to see tomorrow.
Obviously, when we were coming in, you were talking about you deserve to be here. I know there were a few anxious moments while doing the selection show, but just talk about that and just how glad you are to be here and ready to play.
Yeah, I mean, as we were previously saying, we faced a lot of great opponents throughout the year and with a really good record against them. So we were confident going into the selection show that we deserved to be here and just excited to play baseball against really good programs.
I think you're 5-3, maybe something like that against ranked opponents. So this is not like anything new to you guys.
Yeah, I think that's the design. I think that we knew that like we spoke about earlier, that when you get in a regional format, coming out of the WAC, you anticipate being the 4 seed, and this year we're the 3, but you're going to be matched up against a Power 5 right out of the gate, and so I think that's part of the design and scheduling your non-conference opponents is just we've always wanted to tee it up with the best, and with the thought or the mentality that this is who we'll be playing. And it's like last year we placed Arizona and Oklahoma State right down in Tucson, and those are teams that we had played prior in non-conference, and we've played Arkansas non-conference, and so we're fully aware of who they are and their history in baseball. We understand that, but again, it's baseball, and it's whoever comes out and plays just good fundamental baseball, play pitches, throw strikes, plays good defense. We feel like if we do that, we'll have a shot.
What would you guys say about Daniel and the year he's had? Maybe Nick, you could take that first and Juan.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun having Danny out on the mound. We love him. He's going to attack the zone, and that's good. We're going to play defense. We have a lot of confidence in him, and we're confident that he's going to go out there and give us his best effort and put our best team out on the field. And we believe in him. We're confident in him, and we're excited for him.
Yeah, he's very good. He's been my roommate on the road the whole year, and he's just the type of guy that he's ready to just pitch. Him and the catcher just going at it. Doesn't matter who's in the batter's box. So that's the right guy. That's the type of mentality that we need for this type of stage where we are right now, and just excited, ready for it.
You think, it's obviously, I know he's pitched great all year, but NCAA tournament's a little different animal. How do you think he'll handle that as a freshman?
I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be perfectly fine because, as I said, he doesn't care. He doesn't think about that stuff, so he'll be ready for it. He'll be on his A game for sure.
And Coach, I guess you guys played here last year, right?
Correct.
At this ballpark. Well, what do you think of the ballpark?
That's gorgeous. And I think that's a big part of it too. When we got here last year, you walk into this stadium and you're like, whoa, this is amazing. And so I think there's an off factor. I'll be honest. I mean, it's a pretty special place, and so now I think coming back here, we've kind of been here and done that, right? And so I think that's a hurdle that we've already had to deal with. And so I really believe that coming back here and playing here previous, we feel like, okay, it's a great ballpark. It's going to be a great crowd. We know that, and it'll be exciting. But at the same time, it's 90 feet bases. It's 60 feet, 60. It's all the same. It's a baseball yard, right? We've been doing it all year. You know, don't be too concerned with that. Just be concerned with what we got to take care of on the field.
You guys are back in the tournament for a second year. You really built up the program the last decade or so. What's that like back, how much does that help back-to-back appearances?
I think it's great. I think it's taken a while. I'm not the most patient man, and so, you always want it to happen a little bit quicker, but it takes time. I think you got to build something from the foundation, and these two guys are a great example. Number one, they're great people. They're great teammates. They're great workers. I think that's how we've been able to build our program. We build it from the ground up, from a good foundation of great young men that want to play together, that love playing. Now, they're skilled. We got skilled players. So you don't get to this. You don't go 40, 41 and 19 and 25 and 5 in conference if you're not skilled. So we're skilled. We're good athletes. We're good ball players. But the part as a head coach excites me is they play together. They generally care for one another. They want success for each other. They get excited when somebody has success. They're excited when somebody else kind of is the hero of that day, right? And so that's what it takes. That's what it's going to take moving forward. We're going to have different heroes on different nights.
I'll ask you about your approach to the plate. I mean, an average number of home runs, maybe a little more than most, but the doubles stood out when I looked at the numbers. And then watching you guys take BP, again, a lot of shots just over the infield, a lot of line drives into the gaps, a lot of ground balls into, in the holes. I mean, talk about the approach that you take at the plate.
Andy, you want to take that one? You've been here for 4 years. You've heard me bark about our approach. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that we preach, we practice. We've been working on it for a really long time, all year. That's our mentality. That's our focus is staying on top of the baseball and driving the ball. And we feel that plays against the better teams, better pitching. So that's something we're really confident in. We've been working on it all year. We practice it, and it'll translate, hopefully, moving forward.
Coach,
I know you and Josh coached together in the past year. You guys have been quite highlighting y'all's relationship. From your vantage point, could you kind of take me through your relationship with Josh, when it started and what's it like right now?
Yeah, we worked together at Arizona State. 07, right around there. It's been a while, but I got a chance to coach with him, and he's obviously a great coach, but his quality as a person I've ever been around, and his family, right, and his father Tom and brother Matt and all of it, man. They're great people. I think I really appreciate his perspective as a coach. I think that he's in this for the players. He's not in this for himself. He wants his players to have success, and he's a great coach. I mean, he's got a great coaching staff, obviously, helping him. Coach Walton, he's got a superstar coaching staff with him. But more than anything else, he teaches great baseball. He teaches a pound of baseball. I got a chance to work with him, so I got to listen to him teach hitting and what he wants out of hitters. And so we're fully aware of what he's done and what he's been able to build here. But there's probably nobody in the game that I respect more than him and his family and what he means to college baseball.
Yeah, for Nick and Juan, I mean, how much does it help that you guys are back in the tournament for the second straight year, the experience from last season? how much does that help you out?
Well, as Coach Stanky was saying, we just gain more experience, right? After experiencing regional last year, and we have a lot of guys that we've been here before. We have played at this stadium before, so hopefully that will slow our heartbeats, you know, and just focus on the game. It's the same game we've been playing our whole lives, and yeah, we're playing the same game, same rules, same everything applies. So hopefully we will have that mentality tomorrow and just play ball club, just play baseball.
Yeah, I think the first time when you make the regional, there's a little bit of an awe factor. I think you kind of walk in there with a little bit more heartbeat. I think coming in here this time, especially we've been here before, we've played these teams in years past. There's a little bit more of a confidence, a slower heartbeat this time. I think we're more confident in ourselves, and we're just going to go out there and play Canyon baseball. We're going to focus on ourselves and be with each other and play as a team and do what we do.
You know, Arkansas struggled down the stretch. You know, they thought for the longest they thought they were going to be at home, and now they're here on the road and a 2-seed. What do you see from them, and what do you expect from them after they've had a rough patch here?
Well, they've been in these moments before, right? Coach Van Horn has, again, built an incredible program, and so they're this. I got to imagine that they're very comfortable, right? And I'm sure they would love to be at home. It didn't quite work out as well, but I'm sure that they probably got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, wanting to show people that they deserve to host. So that's, as a coach, you're like, okay, they're gonna come in obviously with something to prove, I would think, right? Because they like you said, they weren't as strong down the stretch. But once you get to this moment, it's postseason baseball. I mean, all the stats, whatever happened prior, it doesn't matter anymore, right? And so I'm sure that's what we're thinking too. Just stay loose and stay together and get after it. And so I fully expect a team that's gonna play real fundamental baseball and pitch, throw strikes, and play great defense. And like I said, that I don't anticipate any freebies. And that's a tough team to beat. That's why they've always had success. They make you work. And so we certainly know we got our work cut out for us.
Anything else? While we've got anybody here, is there anything maybe that you didn't go over that is important to you that you'd want to say?
No, I think we're good.
Well,
All right.
thank you very much.
All right. Thanks.
You guys will like